Guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna have a wonderful talk about gear. As the title suggests, are you shooting with the right lens? So quickly, I just want to say to get us going where this is coming from. And this is really coming from a few years back, actually almost 10 years ago, when I was shooting with my Leica M6, and I had my Voigtlander lens, and love the brand. Stellar image quality, stellar image quality. The build is great. Love Voigtlander. Primarily the M lens mount I use, M lens that I use, if you will, on my M lens mount. I still butchered that, but beside the point. I realized after shooting the 28 Ultron and the 50 Nocton that I didn't even know what the lens names meant. I didn't know what they should be doing for me. I didn't understand the build quality or had knowledge of the build quality of the elements and what they are going to do for me. None of that stuff. And it got me going down the right rabbit hole at the time, which was I really should know what lens I'm shooting with for each brand that I have. Because when you look at all the different brands that shoot lenses that you may shoot, like for instance, I got this Sura here with me, and when I look at it, it is the Aurora line, right, for Sura. Hopefully that is focusing on that right there. And this is the 85. Love this lens. Got it. Did a review on it last year. If you want, go check that out in the channel content lineup and videos, and you'll see it. This lens is fantastic, but I really should understand what Aurora series in Sura is going to do for me. For Voigtlander, they have 5 different lens lines for the brand. I should understand what each one of them will do for me, so I pick the right lens for the type of shooting that I'm doing, and I don't waste money just buying a lens, right? And that's really what I would want to hear, honestly, from other reviewers on YouTube. If I'm not hearing it, then that's my fault if they're saying it, but I don't know if I'm saying it or they're saying it, excuse me. I know I wasn't saying it, and I'm going to start saying it. Like for instance, when it comes to even Nikon has their S line and non-S line. Sony has their G Master, and just Sony lens. Fuji has their their gold, or was the red badge? Excuse me. They have the red badge. They have the FX. They have the XC for their APS-C line, right? Every lens manufacturer out there, if they really are in it, has different lens lines for their brands. Sigma, Tamron, all of them. And you really should understand what that is doing for you. So for example, we'll use Voigtlander, right? So I decided way back after getting my M6 and using the Nocton 50 I have and still have, and the 28 Ultron that I still have, that I should really know what the rest of those lenses do for me as I start to grow out that lineup for my in-mount lenses that I use with my Leica cameras, or when I want to use an in-mount lens adapted to one of my other digital cameras. So I did that research and came upon a website called Leica Lens List, and primarily just looked at that website for the Voigtlander stuff. Now there's a lot more stuff going on that website. You can log in and do all that stuff and have fun with it. And I'll leave a link to at least the page I went to for the Voigtlander, for those of you who are out there that shoot Voigtlander, and you can check it out. But I really needed to understand what that was going to do for me as far as the lens line and what lenses I should get, right? Because I primarily did street photography, travel. I shot from harsh light to low light. I sometimes want to be able to punch in, that's focal length of course, but the lens lines based on their element setup, will be better for one thing versus the other. And when it came to Voigtlander, the Ultron and the Nocton turned out to be the 2 lens lines that I should be shooting the most. The Ultron, because why? Well, one is fast to moderately fast on the aperture, so 1.7 to f2 is its widest generally. It has more aggressive correction, use of sphericals or more complex elements, and it's an all-arounder for use. Good balance of sharpness, usability, and compactness. And I have to say that I did get that out of the 28, and I have gotten that out of the what is it I have? The 28. I have 35 in that as well, and I've gotten great images using my film camera as well as my digital Leica camera. The Ultron gave me that added oomph because it's faster, super fast, and an added oomph when it comes to low light, because these apertures generally will go from a 1.2 to a 1.5. And there you go. Now, when it comes to the other ones, I do have one Voigtlander that I just got, because there's good imagery can be had with a high, what do you call it? A high resolution sensor, which is the M11P. Also, when you want critical work done, because it's an apochromatic lens, and it has a lot of complex glass setup with it. So that's what it's great for. And I got a 90 mil so that I could do portrait work if I want with that as well. And then I did eventually get a color SOPAR because I wanted something that was more compact, light. I didn't care if it meant that it was slower, because generally I was going to be shooting that particular lens in the good to harsh light that I'm generally shooting in. And I wanted something that was going to be good, not just for street, but for travel as well. And that's what the color SOPAR is. So because I did that little bit of research, and it didn't take much to pull this up, I now have a super great understanding of the lens line for Voigtlander and know which ones I should get. And out of the 8 Voigtlander lenses I now have accumulated over the years, about what we say 3 of the 8 are Ultrons, 3 of the 8 are Noctons. I have 1 color SOPAR and 1 Voigtlander, which is the apochromatic lens. And it makes sense for what I do, and I use them all, and I get exactly what I need out of all of them. Now, I should be doing that with all my lens line, right? Now, it may not be as specific as that with, say, the other ones. Leica is another brand that does it, but your Typoc brand does it too. So make sure you're going in and you're checking out the lens lineup for that brand, and that the lens that you're getting is giving you what you want. You know, don't just be getting something in some cases based on a reviewer whose use case may not be yours. Do your research, check it out, make sure you're getting the right gear for what your needs are, because we will, and I'm saying we because I have spent a lot of money on stuff that we really won't be able to use the way we want because we didn't do enough research on it. So that's our gear talk for this video, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you guys do that now? Did I open you up to something that you should be doing and hopefully save you some money? If I did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video.